An early start this Sunday morning, as I'm getting my cardiovascular at the same time out here doing my walking. So with that being said, I just want to take a moment to thank everyone for supporting my channel. I'm really excited in regards to the trajectory path that I'm taking my channel ongoing as a content creator. So with that being said, let's get on down to this very important lecture. I've been wanting to do a lecture on this for a while now. And the focus of this lecture is going to be escape the madness. Escape the madness of 9 to 5 and work night shift or work a third shift. Although I fully retired from the workforce September of 2023, but throughout all of my adult life, I retired as a licensed clinical addiction specialist in the field of substance abuse. I worked 23 plus years as a licensed expert. I still maintain my credentials. However, with that profession, in what I retired from, comes with the territory, of course, day shift, because I was a clinical supervisor, etc. But throughout my working history, I've had many side jobs, working night shift or graveyards. I picked up an easy night shift when my daughter was in college to pay her college bill so she wouldn't be in debt. I've always had side jobs working night shift when I needed to self-fund a project or etc. Or even before I became a licensed professional, I had jobs working night shift off hours. And let me tell you the secret about when you work a night shift from my experience. It gives you, first of all, the opportunity to escape the madness of a traditional 9 to 5 job or traditional day shift job or traditional first shift job. It really does, people. Because when you're working that first shift or when you're working that day shift or you're working that 9 to 5 shift, first of all, you're dealing with more customers, you're dealing with more co-workers, you're dealing with all of the supervisors, you're dealing with all of the managers, you're dealing with everybody who work in that first shift, which consists of a lot of people, to not include customers. So when you're dealing with a lot of people on that first shift, a lot of stakeholders, that has a direct impact on more drama, more toxicity, more problems. You're performing probably multiple duties. It could be short shift, short staff. So now you're performing multiple duties on that day job as an employee. And that can create tiredness, that can create, exhaustion, that can create that don't have time for work-life balance because you on day shift, you on first shift. So if you got doctor's appointments or things that you got to do, all that's put on the back burner because you work in that day shift. It could either be 8 to 4, 8 to 5, or 9 to 5, 5 days a week. So that's eating up a lot of time where you don't have time for really work-life balance. Rather, it's being involved in your child's school activities, or being able to take doctor's appointments and go on your doctor's appointments, or being able to go to the bank, or being able to do any other business that's doing business hours. It has a negative impact on all of that. And on top of, you overworked on these day jobs. It's toxicity on these day jobs. Co-workers playing mind games, supervisors playing mind games, managers playing mind games, and putting people under a lot of stress on these day jobs. So what I discovered on night jobs, or third shift jobs, you're dealing with less people all the way around. It's more peaceful. It can free you up. It will free you up because you're working third shift. It will free you up where you have time in the daytime to do your doctor's appointments. If you need to go to the bank, just make sure you get an early start to knock out whatever other business you have in the daytime, rather it's a doctor's appointment, or go to the bank, and then by 10, 11 o'clock in the morning, wind down so you can get all that good sleep before you go do your night shift. Most importantly, people, the world is quiet. The earth is quiet at night because a huge percentage of the world, when the nighttime comes, they're home, they're asleep. There's less cars on the road. There's less movement. There's less everything going on at night. And the world can spin in peace. That's why a lot of people pray and meditate at night, because the world is silent. And even people who work third shift, they'll tell you, it's peaceful. Because, people are there on that night shift. They just want to get through the night. It's quiet. Whatever job they're doing, they're just doing their job. It's less people. It's less supervisors. It's less everything. I've done night shift jobs. And I can attest, it's peaceful. When I was even getting through college, before I became credentialed on anything, even when I got through college and I still had to work and pay bills and take care of myself, I worked full-time night shift jobs all through college. It was peaceful. I was able to do my little job, and I had a lot of quiet downtime to do all my schoolwork on that job, every bit of it. Literally, because you still got to pay bills. So you're making a living, and then typically when you're working a night shift job, a graveyard shift job, you're getting your salary, you're getting, in addition, you're getting shift differential, you can pick up extra hours, you can make good money with zero stress. This is real talk, people. I worked night shift job all throughout college. I worked night shift jobs throughout my adult working history when I needed extra money, in addition to my day job that was stressful. So if you got a full-time day job that's stressful, then if you need a part-time job to pick up some side money, do it off hours, do it on night shift. It's zero stress. You're picking up the extra money you need and keep it moving. I worked night shift jobs throughout my adult life, to get my daughter through college. Although my daughter graduated from college over 9 years ago, but my point was I had to get another stream of income. By that time, I was still in the workforce as a licensed therapist. But at the same time, I had to get another stream of income to get my child through college, to self-fund my child through college, so she wouldn't be in debt. I wasn't going to let her start her life out in $180,000 in school loan. No, I got my behind a night shift job and paid for her college out of my pocket, and the rest is history. And it was stress-free. Wasn't nobody bothering me. I was a night watchman in a building, working part-time. And even though it was part-time hours, but I was pulling full-time hours. And I made all that extra money I need by not nobody bothering me. A night watchman in the building quiet, and got all the money I need to pay my daughter college simultaneously when I had a full-time job. But I say that to say I couldn't have done that. I couldn't have done that extra job if it would have been a stressful job, a toxic job, dramified job. No, I knew what I had to do, because throughout my adult working life, I've always off and on done night jobs, simple jobs, quiet, to generate stream of income with whatever purpose I needed to serve. This is real talk, people. You can talk to people who work night shift, and they'll tell you it is nothing compared to working daytime, dealing with a lot of people and customers and co-workers and supervisors and managers and toxicity and people gossiping and playing mind games. I'm telling you, it's not the same, because you're dealing with less people. You're dealing with a whole lot of less people. And then because you're dealing with less people, then it makes it very, very easy to keep it easy, because you ain't dealing with a whole lot of people. You go in, and then you're making more money. You're getting that shift differential for working night shift, plus your salary. Then you're getting a time and a half if you come in and work extra. So now you got your salary, now you got your time and a half, now you got your shift differential. You're making a whole lot of more extra money versus working day shift. Because a lot of people, if they move from night shift and go to day shift, they lose that shift differential night pay. They losing all that. And in exchange for more drama. Because now you're dealing with more people. So this is the secret, people. This is the secret right here to escape the madness of that 9 to 5, or to escape the madness of that day shift. And I've always known that because you still got to pay your bills. You still got to take care of your family. You still got to be able to take care of your kids and take care of yourself. So when when you're hearing all these people on talking about on these social medias how they're quitting their 9 to 5 or how they're quitting their day job, I understand what they're saying. Yeah, they quitting the madness and the toxicity of that day job or that first shift job, whether it's 9 to 5 or 8 to 4 or 7 to 3. But if you do this, my thought-provoking question is, how are you going to take care of yourself? How are you going to pay your bills? How are you going to take care of your kids? How are you going to pay that mortgage or that rent or that car note or food, gas, utilities? And how are you going to take care of yourself if you walk away from that day job or that 9 to 5 job? Because that's real talk, people. Because you can walk away from that job. We understand that job is toxic. We understand that everybody want to escape the 9 to 5. But the thought-provoking question is, how are you going to take care of yourself? How are you going to prevent yourself from becoming homeless? How are you going to take care of your kids? How are you going to pay your bills now since you don't walk away from that day job and you have zero income? This is real talk, people. So I say that to say, you can walk away from it, but have an exit plan. Have an exit plan. Have a plan B in place and prepare yourself to, and that's why I'm doing this lecture. Understand there is an option. Go do that graveyard shift, escape the madness. And at the same time where you can still make money to take care of yourself and pay your bills and take care of your kids. Because bottom line, if you don't pay your bills, you will be evicted from your home. You will have that car repossessed. That light's going to come off, and you're going to create catastrophic financial destruction. And I know many people. I have many people in my circle who have always worked that third shift, and they wouldn't trade it for the world. I know many people who got fed up with the 9 to 5 or the first shift madness and switched from that first shift to third shift, and that was the best decision they ever made. Because at the end of the day, we got to pay our bills. At the end of the month, we got to pay our bills. This is real talk. This is real talk. And if you know how to manage your time, I remember when I've done full-time third shift, full-time night shift, I had a routine, especially when I was in college. I would work my grade. I think I was working 11 to 7, doing full-time. And I was in college full-time, but I took early classes. So many of the days when I got off at 7 o'clock, my first class started at 8. So I'm in school from like 8 to 12. And then I would get home by 12:30 and sleep real good before my night shift. So I still get my sleep in. I was getting all my sleep in. Work night shift, did my little duties on that little night shift, did all my damn homework on that job, every bit of it. Maintain my GPA, taking care of myself. So, and you got to do what you got to do. I couldn't have made it through college, going to college full time and working a stressful day job. I wouldn't have had time to do my homework. No, I know it couldn't have been possible. And there's many other times I work graveyard shifts. Like I said, getting my daughter through college, the third shift job, stress-free. That second job had to be stress-free because I was still in the workforce as a licensed therapist. So I say this to say is if you want to escape the madness of that day shift job, that 9 to 5 or 8 to 4 or whatever shift it is, if it's day shift, consider going to third shift, a night shift job, and the world is quiet, the world is spinning, it's like it's supposed to spin because there's less movement. You can get things done, you ain't got to deal with the mess, the drama, none of that. And then on top of that, you're making more money because they're going to give you that shift differential. And if you need extra hours, trust me, you can get extra hours on third shift. You're getting your salary, you're getting shift differential, you can get all the... You got to do what you got to do. You got to do what you got to do because your bills ain't going to stop. And I'm here to tell you. So share this information. Somebody might want to hear this information in terms of escape the madness and work that third shift job. and it'll be the best decision you ever made, especially if you're fed up with the 9 to 5, you're fed up with the day shift, you're fed up with the mind games and the toxicity and co-workers gossiping and creating drama, supervisor and managers gossiping and creating drama, and all they put all these job duties on you to the point you can't even keep up. You're stressed out, you're losing sleep, you're getting sick, emotionally sick, physically sick. You ain't got no energy to do nothing, no time to go to doctor's appointments, no time to be involved in your child's life. You're giving all that up because that day job is draining the life out of you, and it's consuming your life in all areas. This is real talk. So that's all I have. Again, share this information. And I do want to, again, to thank all of my supporters for supporting my channel. And with that being said, Simple Fidelity, and I'm going to leave you in the care of your own conscience. Have a great day.